Have you ever wondered what happens when two chilling killers are on the loose at the same time, and the very idea of doing the right thing starts to feel like a performance? That's the gripping world Stephen King pulls us into with his new novel, Never Flinch. This book is a fast-paced mystery thriller with all the suspense and edge-of-your-seat tension you'd expect from King, but it's more than just a typical horror story. The plot follows private investigator Holly Gibney, who's more ordinary and quirky than your usual hero, as she takes on two increasingly dangerous cases. One involves a serial killer targeting 13 innocents and one guilty, and the other centers on a feminist activist, Kate McKay, who's being stalked by a violent extremist. As the stories weave together, Holly teams up with Detective Izzy Janes in a race to stop a disaster, all while navigating the complicated line between real heroism and public image. What really makes Never Flinch stand out is King's signature cinematic storytelling, paired with deeply drawn characters you actually care about. Holly Gibney continues to grow from a side character into a truly compelling protagonist, and the dynamic between her and Izzy feels refreshingly genuine. No cliché rivalries here, just solid teamwork. Plus, the setting is vivid, the pacing relentless, and the chilling nature of the crimes keeps you hooked page after page. Readers have loved the nail-biting suspense and King's ability to bring complex, sometimes off-kilter villains to life. Many praise the book as a true page-turner, with a smart, reflective look at how extremist beliefs can warp people's actions. Real responses range from calling it a nail-biter to hailing King's prose as elegantly structured and propulsive. Of course, not everyone's in love. Some feel parts of the dialogue and characters fall into familiar tropes, and the motives can sometimes seem complicated yet overly simple at the same time. But even in those moments, King's storytelling chops keep the story compelling. From my perspective, Never Flinch is perfect if you love mysteries with strong female leads, social commentary that feels painfully relevant, and that classic King blend of horror slipped inside a thriller. However, if you're looking for pure horror or something more subtle and literary, this might feel a bit pulpy or even heavy-handed on the political issues. But if you enjoy a story that's fast, smart, and taps into real-world fears, especially how truth and virtue can get twisted in today's performative culture, you'll find a lot to appreciate here. So, if you're craving a Stephen King novel that's thrilling, thought-provoking, and full of sharp characters, Never Flinch is definitely worth checking out. And hey, if you've already read it, let me know what you thought.